Bold and the Beautiful, 5035, 315, 2007.
You know the drill.
Yes, I guess, of course I'll marry you.
Oh, my Logan.
Forever and ever.
Dad, get up!
What are you doing? Dad, leave him alone! Dad! Dad!
I don't want to be your wife, Ridge. I can't be your wife. Be your wife.
Mom,
Hi, honey.
you okay?
Yeah, just thinking.
Thinking about Ridge?
Ridge and I had so many wonderful memories. But now when I think about Ridge, all I see is what he did to you.
Mom, I want to apologize. I know that I pushed you to end things with him, and I really hate to see you hurting like this. How have things been since you've been back here?
Well, not so good, really. Which is why I've made a decision. I'm resigning from Forrester Originals.
No, that's about it. Can't seem to get through that thing.
Well, you certainly made a valiant effort. I mean, who designs a supply closet that doesn't open from the inside?
Good question. Call maintenance first thing, see if we can deal with it.
Yeah, well, here we are. Are you going to answer my question?
What do I do to try and get over someone?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering. But if it's too personal, then...
No, it's not that. Not sure you really want to hear it.
Oh, now that sounds intriguing. I'm going to have to take a stab at it myself, I think. Let's see. Given your reputation as a ladies' man, I'd say maybe you go through your little black book, you make a few calls, and pretty soon before you know it, a good time is knocking at your door. How'd I do?
Can I take the fifth?
I knew it. I knew it.
Well, actually, that's more of the old Ridge Forrester.
There's a new Ridge Forrester?
Yeah, the new Ridge Forrester tries to figure out how everything messed up. How I would lose Brooke on the eve of us reconnecting with each other and recommitting to each other as things were kind of brutal.
Are you absolutely sure it's over?
Brooke and I were about to start our new life together, something we always dreamed about. We wanted to raise our son. We wanted to grow old together. How does one bounce back from that?
I don't know. But you do. I mean, you know, it takes time, but eventually it does happen.
Well, you sound like you have some experience in that department.
Oh, me? No. Yeah, I have a little experience in that department. You know, loving somebody that deeply, it's exquisite, isn't it? It just means that losing them is that much more painful.
Could that be why you've had so many changes in your life recently? Because of a man?
Mom, you're quitting Forrester Originals?
I have to.
But no, Mom, your career means so much to you. It's Stephanie, isn't it? She's forcing you out because I'll...
It's not Stephanie. It's Nick. When I was married to him, it used to bother him that I worked with Ridge, and I just wouldn't listen. Now I need to show him that he is more important to me than anything or anyone.
Well, you know that I'm all in favor of you and Nick, but Have you thought about the possibility that Taylor could already be carrying his child?
I know it's a lot, but have it copied and sent out today, would you?
Right away.
Thank you, Mariah.
May I help you? I need to see Mr. Maroney.
Did you have an appointment?
It's okay, Mariah. It's all right, thank you. Come in. Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
I need to talk to you.
Okay. Well, there's a seat right there with your name on it.
You know about my dad and Brooke, right?
That they called off the wedding.
It looks like they're not getting married, like, ever.
You don't think that they'll work things out?
Not this time. I mean, I never thought they'd actually break up, but now that they have.
Go ahead. You say what you need to say.
Look, I'm trying to be supportive of you and my mother, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want my parents back together.
Well, I certainly understand you wanting your mom and dad back together. I think most children of divorced parents feel the same way.
Yeah, it makes me feel selfish.
Really? Why do you feel selfish?
Well, like, when Brooke called off the wedding, the first thing in the back of my head was, maybe this gives my parents another shot. When I got home from Sydney and saw how excited my mom was about marrying you, it felt wrong putting my want in front of hers. Especially since you guys are trying to have a kid.
Your mother told you that?
No, Rick did. Or was I not supposed to know or something?
Well, I guess what matters most is how you feel about that.
I don't know anymore. I mean, last year was just a really hard year for Mom, and with things not working out with Thorne, she's been through a lot and deserves a little happiness.
Well, I agree with that.
Well, the question is, are you the man to make her happy? I mean, I'm a Forrester. You stole my grandfather's company, and my grandmother, my dad, they all hate you. And I'm supposed to hate you too, but I don't want to. Like, I need to know I can trust you. More importantly, that my mother can trust you. And I'd like to hear that from you.
Odds are Taylor isn't pregnant already.
Fair enough. But what if she is? What then for you and Nick?
I'll just cross that bridge when I come to it. And I'd much rather talk about you and Phoebe. How are things?
They're fine.
Just fine?
Great. Okay, they're great.
Oh, I see. You don't want to discuss certain things about your girlfriend with your mother.
Well, not really, but we're not having sex. We decided to wait.
For how long?
Just until we're committed.
Oh, that's great. But you're not a boy anymore. I mean, I think you've had your share of women. I'm assuming.
You know, you and Ashley should really talk. You sound exactly alike.
You discussed your sex life with Ashley Abbott?
Yeah. I mean, she asked about Phoebe, and I told her. She's very easy to talk to.
Apparently. I guess you two have some kind of chemistry.
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because you speak so highly of her. And you worked together in Paris. And Ashley must have had a good experience. Otherwise, she wouldn't have called searching for a job at Forrester Originals.
Oh, hang on. I'm a little confused. I mean, I thought you reached out to her about the job.
Not initially, no. She contacted me first.
You men are unbelievable.
What do we do now?
Just because a woman decides she needs a fresh start in a new place, you automatically assume that it has to do with a man.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, I have made my fair share of mistakes, and yes, a few of them have had to do with men. The one thing I've learned is that no matter where you go, you always take your baggage with you.
I would agree with that. Don't you wish there was a button you could push to take away all the stupid things you've done in your life?
You're talking about Brooke.
Oh, Brooke, Phoebe, Rick. I know I shouldn't have punched him. That was impulsive, irresponsible, all those things. But he was in bed with my daughter.
Look, I don't blame you entirely for what happened. I mean, Rick is an older, more experienced man. You found him alone with your 18-year-old daughter. I mean, I would have felt the same way.
Well, hallelujah.
What?
Found somebody who's kind of in sympathy with what I'm feeling.
No. Well, I'm not really that in sympathy. I mean, you know how I feel about violence. It doesn't solve anything, right? We went over that.
Maybe not, but I still regret it.
I'm no stranger to regret.
Yeah? What do you regret, Ashley?
Can you give me an answer? Can Mom trust you?
Yes. And so can you. Now I know I'm not a big favorite of most of the people in your family, like you just finished telling me. But I sure would like a chance to prove myself to you and to your mother.
That sounds fair.
You know, we're not so different, you and me. Your situation with Rick was, well, is a pretty sensitive one. I can certainly understand what you went through.
I guess you were one of the only ones who didn't freak out.
Well, maybe it's my turn to be calm. I know that your mother loves you, and she wants what's best for you, and I see that's what you want for her. Now, I'm certainly not perfect, but I love your mom, and I think that she loves me. That's just about the only answer I have for you, kid. If you really think about it, that's probably the only answer you really need to hear, isn't it?
My regrets are legion. We'll be here all night.
Oh, come on. Let's have one at least. A real good one.
Okay. I mean, you know, since we're being so honest, I'm going to give you a big one. It happened a long time ago. I made a decision, you know, it was involving Victor Newman. You know Victor?
I mean, before you were married.
Yeah, it was before we were married. I made a decision because I thought it would be best for everybody involved, you know, and it's just looking back, and I know it's crazy. I mean, you can't go back and say, what if, but I wonder how my life would have been different if I had made a different choice.
What have you done?
The only thing I could do!
You're not saying what I think you're saying.
There is no baby, Victor! Not anymore! It's crazy. I mean, no matter how much you want to, you just can't go back. You make your choices and then you just have to live with them, all right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem quite fair that one choice in your life should have so much weight.
I know you got your heart broken. It is kind of true, though, what they say about endings also being new beginnings. And I think I've learned that if you dwell too much on the past, then you miss out on new opportunities. And they sometimes show up when you least expect them to.
You mean like being stuck in a closet?
Ashley?
Rick, we're in here. Hi.
What the hell is this?
Oh, we got locked in there.
For how long?
Well, not that long.
Well, I have a dinner meeting to go to.
Don't strain yourself.
We'll see you later.
Okay. Bye.
It was fun.
I'm so thankful that you came when you did. I don't like confined spaces. It makes me really nervous.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What's up?
Why didn't you tell me that you contacted my mom about this job? Why would you keep that from me?
Hi, Brooke. Have you seen Rick anywhere?
I think he's in the lab.
Okay, thanks. I'll go find him.
Is there anything else?
I wanted to say I'm sorry about you and Dad. I feel partially responsible for what happened. If you hadn't stood up for Rick and I, then you'd be married by now.
Probably.
I know my father still loves you. I mean, maybe after some time goes by, you can, things will get better between the two of you.
No. I need a clean break in more ways than one.
What do you mean?
I'm resigning from Forrester Originals.
What?
It's best, Phoebe.
Okay.
For everyone. For Ridge, for me.
Are you gonna try to get back together with Nick? He and my mom are engaged.
I guess things will just work out the way they're meant to be. Kind of like how it worked out for you and my son.
I love him.
I know you do. And he's a very lucky man to have you by his side.
So, the lab, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I can call him if you want.
No, it's okay. I'll just wander down there and surprise him.
Okay.
Thanks.
I should have told you that I contacted your mom.
So why didn't you?
Remember when we were in Paris and we talked about wanting to work together again? I thought it was something we both wanted, but then I didn't hear from you. And then I started missing you. And I missed what we shared in Paris. And then I got to LA and I found out about Phoebe.
And that threw you off guard.
A little. Look, Rick, I don't know what's between us. I don't know where we stand or where we're going, if anywhere. I just know that something began for me in Paris. And it's something I haven't felt in a long time.
Something began for me too, Ashley. I just didn't know that you wanted something serious
No,
out of this.
I didn't.
But that's changed now.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere along the way, it became more.
Ashley. Ashley, you know, we should have been having this conversation 3 months ago. I'm committed to Phoebe now.
Do you really love her?
Yes.
Do you really see yourself building a life with her?
Yeah.
Just what you and Phoebe have compared to what we had in Paris. Because we can have it again. I mean, it doesn't have to end in Paris. It could be just the beginning.